Yo guys, what is going on? I'm on my god, look, it's Gavo. Welcome to another update. Today we are talking about the summer update. Probably wondering, why am I talking about the summer update? The spring update is literally live, like right now. And to that, I say, yes, it is weird. You probably should be pretty confused. But the problem is, right, I've made a few videos on it, basically talking about the spring update and why I don't like it. First things first, it is an amazing update, okay? Just because I have formed an opinion about it that isn't really that nice of an opinion, I'm not gonna lie right now, it doesn't really use the nicest words. It doesn't mean that it is a bad update overall. The graphics update is amazing, the decathlon is amazing. There are a lot of things that in this update, the spring update, that are really good. Whoever hasn't seen the patch notes and has formed an opinion about the update, definitely go look at the patch notes, definitely go on test roam, you know, and try out the update for yourself and form your own opinion, okay? I don't want people thinking, you know, that the update is terrible just because I think it's terrible. You know, a lot of people might actually like it and automatically they just think it's terrible because I do. Like, you know, I don't want people doing that. But yeah, at the end of the day, summer update's coming out in probably 3 months if they do a summer update. You know, throughout the recent years, ever since like 2009, in 2009 they used to update the game like 6-7 times a year, and like every single year they've been gradually going down to like 2 updates a year, 1 update a year, 3 updates a year, like so on. I mean, if you go into like the test realm and you type up, like, you go to which update you want to see, something you'll see in the subcategories where it says 2019, you know, 2018, 2017, is that each year has one more update than the last year. So I don't know if we're actually going to be getting a summer update this year. Hopefully we do. But yeah, dude, first things first, the dungeon, okay? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, I hope. But last year, around October, Kingsisle actually did a KR live and they talked about adding a very like big dungeon, one that like every single level of player could go out and farm, you know. Basically, they didn't do that in the spring update. If you guys haven't read the patch notes, yeah, they didn't do that, obviously. If you haven't been on test realm yet, they didn't do that. It's kind of a shame, and I was really confused when they released the patch notes and it said nothing about this dungeon. I was like, what? Didn't you guys like literally like tweet it out? Weren't you guys on KR Live saying that there was going to be a dungeon? Like, I was really confused, obviously. Yeah, and obviously, there are 2 things on this list. There are 3 things on this list. 2 of them are just what the community wants, but one of them, being the dungeon, is something that KR Live actually tweeted that would be in the game. So, in the spring update, when they didn't release a dungeon, I was even more confused than like anything else because they actually like said it themselves, so it was kind of weird in my mind. But yeah, the dungeon. It's basically like the biggest dungeon of all time. It literally is. It's gonna have like the best gear, hopefully, okay? I'm not gonna cross my fingers, but hopefully it does have really good gear, you know. I wanna get max critical on my storm, but I can't do that without sacrificing some damage, right? So yeah, dude, this dungeon, I'm just smiling right now thinking about how OP this is gonna be. I don't want it to be too difficult. Like, you know, a lot of the dungeon recently, specifically like Darkmoor, a lot of those dungeons, you know, the ones that actually drop good gear, they haven't been the easiest to farm, okay? I don't want to have to go into a dungeon that is like absolutely impossible, like you just can't do it without absolutely having an amazing OP team, you know? I want a dungeon that, yes, it's difficult, but it isn't like, oh, if you don't critical on this exact hit, then you lost the entire dungeon and you have to restart. Like, I don't want it that kind of hard, you know? Anyway, pet reroll. Pet reroll is... it's just, it should already be in the game. It should have been in the game like multiple years ago, dude. Basically, if you guys don't know, pet reroll is when you get a talent that you don't want, you can just kind of hit the reroll button and it gives you a talent that you want, or, you know, it gives you another talent in the pool. Pretty much, the reason why I think this should have been in the game a few years ago is because it's making Kingsisle money. It's gonna make them the most money that you could ever imagine. Imagine something that is 250 crowns that literally every single player in the entire game would use, because pets, at the current moment at least, are so prone to failing. I don't know what it is, but pets are so RNG. If you've ever trained a pet, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They are so RNG to the point where it's not even funny, dude. So I think that like adding a pet reroll, something that you could easily just, you know, hit the button, pay 250 crowns and then get a talent that you want, should be added to the game. It gives them money, it gives them 250 crowns, you know, you're spending money on the crowns, obviously. And yeah, so at the end of the day, I don't know why they haven't added pet reroll. Like, to me it just looks like they're not really, you know, thinking about it, I guess. But yeah, I know, like, I would have spent so much money on pet real. You know, you don't even know how many of my pets have failed. I've made like 13 pets for my storm, and I think like 7 of them have failed. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, it's a lot, yeah? Anyway, gear trading. And I know like a lot of people are going to be confused when I say that, but to be honest, I want to be able to trade some of my gear over to people who need it. Like, for example, there are a lot of storms who don't have Dark Mode gear yet. There are a lot of storms who don't have Water Orcs gear yet, who don't have certain gear pieces that I do, and I don't need them. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well just give it to these guys. Oh wait, I can't. It kind of sucks, to be honest, because the gear that I get that I don't need, I just immediately trash it. Like, I just don't need it, you know? I have a really rare crown wand in my backpack right now. It's very difficult to get. You have to spend a lot of crowns to get it. The thing is, I already have it, right? And I don't want to trash it just in case, right? And basically when I got it, I immediately item locked it, because I knew that, like, in the spring update, Kingsisle's gonna release gear trading. There's no doubt, right? And I was like, yeah, there's definitely someone who needs this wand, so I'll just save it for them. Hopefully they release gear trading, so I can give my wand over to them. The update comes around, and they don't add it. I don't know why, I wish they did, to be honest, but it is what it is. Long story short, gear trading, pet reroll, and the new dungeon. Those are the 3 things that I want, as well as the majority of the community. Obviously, if you went around asking every single person what they want, chances are you'd get so much like different answers, the list just would not stop. It would go on forever. But I feel like honestly these 3 things, I and the rest of the community can definitely agree on. It is definitely something that we do want, you know? It is something that we don't want as a community, especially pet reroll. I can't imagine a single person that would say no to that. Like, I can't imagine a single person in the entire game that would say, no, I don't want pet reroll. So yeah, I mean, it's just more, why not, honestly, Kingsisle, why not just add pet reroll in the summer update? It's not that hard. Please, game, please. Kingsisle, thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.